I was in Des Moines, Iowa, playing in a soccer tournament.
She got cleated pretty hard on her shin. We iced it, but then Brinley, as she does, she powers through any kind of pain.
We won the tournament, and then we headed back to Kansas.
And then the very next weekend, she was playing softball and took a pitch to that spot.
Throughout the week after my softball tournament, it started to get really swollen and red.
A Monday after school, she's like, I've got this red spot on my leg.
I went to the emergency room because it started to get like feverish.
They went to do her vitals and her routine labs and realized that her inflammatory markers were off the charts.
So they took me in for a surgery, but the infection started to grow even more.
She did have a total of 18 surgeries. I was in the waiting room waiting for the doctors to come out, and a nurse came out and said, we can't stabilize her and the infection. The muscle was no longer viable. And she said that we really need to do an amputation. And she was waking up and she said, can someone help me move my leg? And I just stood there. And then the fellow on call, she explained to her that she no longer had a leg.
Being a 12-year-old girl to go through that, most kids, in my opinion, would have just gave up. But to watch her positive attitude about the whole thing was amazing.
The main focus was I had to be patient in getting back into playing softball and basically just walking first.
She knew, she's like, I will play softball again. And I said, okay, then we'll make it happen.
Like, I knew deep down she wouldn't just give up on it, and I knew she would want to come back to where she was.
She earned her starting catcher spot back.
It was a challenge at first because I had to figure out different ways to position myself in a squat.
And the way she does it is phenomenal, that she's back to where she is in such a short amount of time.
I want to be an influencer just to show kids mainly, but also just other people that you can do anything you put your mind to.
Brinley's given me a different way to look at things. Just because things don't go your way doesn't mean give up and try something else.
Her situation has changed my view in life. Just never give up. There's no reason to give up when she's gone through all of this and is where she is now. Looking at her and telling myself that I can't do something makes me realize that anything is possible and I can do anything that I want.
I just look at it like you can't change what happened, so you can't really make it into a negative situation, if that makes sense.
She's not in it for the attention, but she wants to make it aware that just because she has a prosthetic leg doesn't mean she can't play the game. And she plays it at a high level like everybody else does on this team.
She's just always liked the competitiveness of a sport. And so for her, that gave her something to focus on and to set goals for herself and to try, after she would reach each of those small goals, then her big goal was to catch again.
We have a saying on our team, there are two words that we do not say, and that's I can't, because we look at Brinley and there is nothing that any of the girls can't do, seeing what she has been through and coming back and playing the game.
I don't think that I would be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for softball or the people surrounding me and always cheering me on.
Here's the windup and the pitch. See you later!